people who are sexually aroused by surgical masks. How has this year been to you?
Hard.
If everyone's sexy, no one is. Not the mask so much. But a gal and I locked eyes for a moment in Bevmo and she pulled down her mask, smiled at me and then put it back in place. That was sexy AF. Till this is a thing. I've unmasked a kink. It's not about being aroused by masks. It's about being aroused by the way certain people look wearing them. The mystery that lies behind it, as well as the way it frames their bright, beautiful eyes. But yes, my year has been pretty good. Me this year, https://i.imager.com/ra7kuya.gif closing parenthesis. I ended up making a fetish drawing of this that got fairly popular for me. Haha. Actually, on FetLife I had comments saying I've inspired them to hide ball gags and stuff under their masks when they go out, or that they've already done it. Since the masks I see are in totally desexualized contexts, and they're now ubiquitous, it doesn't really do anything for me. They still look really sexy in the right context though. Lol. And like someone else says, it's not the mask so much as the way it brings out the eyes and emulates a gag if you're into bondage. It's like a sexy veil. Here's the image. NSFW. And probably cringy for the uninitiated. https://eb46cbb4f25b8bar4e226b9dof45a678d-c/s500x790eb2 90532C06747E73EFC5E71442 GIFB. I've noticed that my favorite medical fetish porn actress has drastically reduced production in that genre and focus more on her satanist, blasphemous, cuckold, and overposition work. Not sure if that's related, but I suspect it is. She was always good about getting genuine medical supplies. I never knew there was such a thing, but different stroke for different folks, I guess. I'll be real with you. I wasn't attracted to them start of this year. It was something that actually started to grow on me. Okay, so it wasn't my thing at first. But then my fiancé picked up a mask that, I don't know why, whenever she wears it, my brain just kinda goes, hey, that's kinda hot, isn't it? Quote. So yeah, I guess I've learned something this year. Go figure. Edit. Typo. Death of a fetish. I'm really intrigued how someone would get turned on by surgical masks since it literally hides a person's face after they get their rocks off to it. They seem to be pretty generous about contributing to combating the ongoing public health crisis. https://news.ca/news/6750437/medical-fetish-site-donation-coronavirus/ https://news/6750437/medical-fetish-site-donation-coronavirus/ I was into gags, lower face coverings. But TBH Rona killed the fetish like 2 weeks in. The context around them is different now. I'm only aroused by masks that have some UWU shit on them, so going to the femboy convention was really hard. I'm wet all the time. It's not the mask, it's the sexy eyes. I get you, my Muslim brothers.
Moist.
So fucking amazing! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. There are dozens of us. Dozens, I tell you. I'm not aroused by masks, but when all you can see is people's eyes, everyone just looks so much sexier. It's been really a hard year, I'm turned on by toilet paper shortages. Total Bonafest, I tells ya. I didn't realize that was a fetish. Maybe that's why Grey's Anatomy is still on the air after 15 years. Not masks but eyebrows. It's been great. Have you ever heard of the term priapism? Don't kink shame, bro. Saved a lot of money on dental visits. Well, I didn't used to fall into this category. But as of about June, I'm not sure I can say that anymore. So I guess it's been a year of personal discovery. Not the mask itself, though that's possible too, but rather the possibility below the mask. I mean, I gonna go into some extreme niche territory right around now, but I think it's pretty hot if a cute girl or guy just takes a dildo into their mouth, or even deep throats it, while it's sort of safely secured and the deed hidden by a mask. It's like, really lewd and really hot. One thing I've learned is that girls can still be pretty even with half their face covered, and they can absolutely smile with their eyes. It's a tiny bit exotic. I didn't even know I was before this year. But some women look so fine with a mask. And then ratchet AF with their fucked up noses, teeth and lips when they take it off. Not gonna lie, it's been hard. I have been smiling so much, shame you can't see it. Not entirely related, but I found out that I like how I look in a mask a lot more than my normal lack of facial attire anyways. Not a low self-esteem thing. More a personal preference thing. It's like a nice hat. Masks don't arouse me, but I find beautiful eyes to be enchanting. And the masks make them more prominent. I wasn't before this year, but let's just say I'm finding Katana a lot sexier than Sonya Blade. I'm not, but it was pretty beneficial that my roommate was, because we had PPE right from the start of the pandemic. I'm not actually sexually aroused by surgical masks, but I've just wondered when and how do these fetishes, kinks come to be. I actually like taking the color of my surgical masks. I'm patient TBH. I was wearing masks long before the pandemic because my immune system is seriously weakened with medicine, and I have a couple dysfunctional organs. And matching them with what I wear. And I'm at least glad that I don't have to be embarrassed by being the only one in the room wearing one anymore. But TBH, I do like wearing masks. I just didn't love people looking at me like I was about to rob a bank or murder someone. I wasn't even aware that was a thing, but now that I know, I'm not surprised. It's hard masking things. Hard as hell. It's been great. Now I don't have to buy another one every day. I just find a used one on the ground to shoot in. Surgical masks have always been in the arsenal of kinksters for anonymity. Friends of mine have been taking advantage of the anonymity to indulge in exhibitionism and whatnot. Now masks are so ubiquitous. Not surgical masks per se, but everyone seems to look better with a mask on than their actual face without one. And I assume such is true also for myself. In the eyes of others. I've actually developed a mask kink because of this year. I'm sorry, what? Daffuk. All over your face. In a word, arousing. Very nice, I love it. New meaning to the term facial. It has had its up and downs. Did the fetish come after the whole COVID mask requirement, or was it before though? I used a mask once way before the COVID thing when I was sick, and it added a different sexy element in a situation, but I don't particularly find masks sexually arousing. It depends on the context and situation for me. A little bit. Wouldn't mind a one-nighter in a Walmart parking lot. Sticky. I have a friend who recently developed this fetish. Honorific. Orgasmic. Surgical masks are really cute, and I like how they can fit with certain outfits. But also, if you're into bondage at all, hiding your gag and or just the emulation of it is really something else. Believe it or not, there are subreddits dedicated to this or something similar. Not aroused by masks, but I imagine it would be hard. You may be joking. There's a subgenre of plowjob videos where the blower is wearing a mask. I saw it on Tumblr a few times. Head was ready to burst. Not surgical masks, but Princess Katana from Mortal Kombat. Hard. Extremely intense. Even seeing pics of platonic friends makes me feel all sorts of ways! Exclamation mark. I have some questions! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Good times for our relatives, they can't see our red noses or dark eyelids. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, thumbs up, light skin tone. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, thumbs up, light skin tone. I sure have noticed people's eyes more this year. Not so much arousing, but I can kinda understand better how a woman who wear head coverings can still be attractive. The downside of it, you can't see her braces while she's smiling sad face. Last few months took my breath away. What open mouth smile. I kept going outside the other day while doing laundry at a laundromat, usually taking off my mask as soon as I got outside, or sat in the car. Weirdly, to me, at least, and I'm a chick, I had one guy, older, get extra chatty while we both happened to be out at the same time. And he saw me with and without the mask. And this other guy, the first, was in line with another bodega next door, younger, whom I had asked a time and admired his watch. Got flirty when I came out when he was in his truck. And he only saw me with the mask till the last minute. I haven't been feeling very confident, so I basically babbled something idiotic at him and ran away, lol. It's hit or miss. Half these fools don't wear them right. Lol, yeah, I worried this was the truth behind all this. I learned that I had yet another kink this year. It's honestly been pretty great. Literally face mask porn, but okay. Breathtaking. Wait, what? That's a thing? Just more generally. Since February, people on Recon and Twitter have been combining COVID practices with fetish play. So lots of people are wearing gear under their mask like ball gags, tape gags, etc. Plus there are lots of people wearing gear while they work from home. And lots of major fetish events have been held remotely, which has been a weird one. Everything keeps getting harder and harder. Didn't find out it was a mild kink until this year actually. Today I learned there are people with weirder kinks than me. Hang on, is this an actual thing? I've never heard about this before. Oh right, Reddit. Wait, that's a thing? WHAAAAAAA. Really makes my girlfriend's eyes pop for me. Follow-up question. How many people actually like this? And why? No hate or fetish shaming, just wanna know.
What the fuck? What?
WTF. I didn't know it was a thing. people who are sexually aroused by masks. That would be around 0% in the US. Other than my recent Chinese girlfriend. We can take her down and I'm okay. I'm asking are you my daddy more frequently? It's been hard ***wink. What did I just read?